Mary Pickford, known as America's original sweetheart, was not just a beloved actress but also a trailblazing businesswoman who redefined Hollywood. Born Gladys Louise Smith in Toronto in 1892, she endured a difficult childhood. Her father passed away when she was 5, leaving her mother to care for 3 children alone. Struggling to make ends meet, the family immigrated to the United States, where Mary began acting in traveling theater productions to support them. By the age of 17, Mary was discovered by the influential director D.W. Griffith and began working for the Biograph Company. Her natural charm, luminous beauty, and unique ability to portray the innocence of childhood endeared her to audiences worldwide. Within a few short years, she became one of the most famous women on the planet. However, Mary was far more than an actress. Early in her career, she noticed a stark pay disparity between herself and Charlie Chaplin, who was earning much more while producing fewer films. In a decisive meeting with studio head, Mr. Adolf Zukor, she firmly asserted her worth. Her courage paid off. She gained her own production division, unprecedented creative control over her projects, and 50% of the net profits from her films. Unwilling to stop there, Mary co-founded United Artists in 1919 with Charlie Chaplin, her husband Douglas Fairbanks, and D.W. Griffith. This pioneering venture gave her complete creative freedom, allowing her to produce films on her own terms and paving the way for other artists to claim control over their work. Though her professional life soared, Mary faced challenges when sound films emerged in the late 1920s. Her attempts to transition into more mature roles were met with resistance, as fans struggled to accept her beyond her Little Mary persona. Her decision to cut her signature golden curls at the age of 36 symbolized her desire for reinvention, but also alienated some of her audience. The resistance to Mary adopting a different artistic persona stemmed from her image of innocence, purity, and childlike charm. Audiences had grown to adore Little Mary as an idealized figure, and her image became synonymous with comfort and nostalgia during a time of social and economic change. This resistance was compounded by the limited and rigid expectations placed on female stars of the time. Women in Hollywood were often confined to specific archetypes, and breaking out of those roles risked alienating their audience. As the era of talkies took over, Mary gradually withdrew from the public eye. But Mary's struggles during the transition to the talkie era were not solely due to technological changes, but also because of shifting cultural trends and audience preferences. By the 1920s, the image of the ideal woman in Hollywood was transforming. The flapper era brought a demand for actresses who embodied modernity, sensuality, and independence. These new stars projected a liberated, glamorous persona that resonated with a younger, more daring audience. Mary's efforts to redefine herself with more mature and dramatic roles were unsuccessful. She succumbed to personal struggles, including alcoholism, and lived in seclusion at Pickfair, the iconic estate she once shared with her husband. Despite these hardships, her influence on Hollywood remained indelible. Mary Pickford wasn't merely a star, she was a visionary who shattered barriers for women in the film industry. Her legacy as a fearless entrepreneur and artist is still studied and admired by women in the entertainment industry.